Hi, I know I said about my Goodreads books I'm still waiting on those two I won. That I wasn't completely worried yet or anything. I'm starting to become kind of semi-worried because when I found this book was out there yesterday, I had been sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden I heard a vehicle coming, and it didn't sound like the mail truck. I was like, is that the mail truck? Is that not the mail truck? Because sometimes we can hear it, and everybody gets up and starts heading to the mail. And other times you can't hear them, so you never know until later on in the day if they came or not. And sometimes you get out there and you find out you didn't get any mail. And so I was like, is that the mail truck? So I got up, I looked at the window, and he was stopped. And so I went and got my shoes on. And by the time I got to the back to the window, he was already, pulling out of the driveway and turning around to go to the next stop, and was already gone. And so I was heading out to the mailbox, and I didn't see anything by the gate or in front of the gate on the side where the mailbox is, or on the side where we are, or in front, near the gate, or thrown out into the yard so that it was inside the yard, inside our fenced-in area. And so I was like, oh, I guess I didn't get any books. So I'm heading out there going, guess I didn't get any books yet. And as I'm walking towards the gate, I noticed something was leaning up against the pole to the mailbox, and it was the book in the envelope. And I was like, oh, okay, because I figured that the last books would probably come in and actually be inside the mailbox, or like I said, in the yard. And so when I saw it leaning up against there, I was like, I didn't see it from the door, I didn't see it from the window, I didn't see it from the door, I didn't see it walking that way until I got closer to the mailbox. And I was like, well, what happens if I had thought, oh, well, there's no book out there, just go sit back down? And then I started thinking, I hope it's not what happened to my Goodreads books, that they got delivered, and you didn't hear the mail truck, you didn't know the mail truck came by, you didn't see anything out there, so you would assume that it wasn't, nothing got delivered. So now I'm kind of wondering, did they get delivered and somebody went by and took them, or if they're still on their way? So I'm fingers crossed, still hoping and praying that they're just they're late. They're not, well, they're not considered late yet, because 8 to 10 weeks you still got time. But I figured they would have came in like the first two did. They came in, one came in, I think it was 12 or 13 days, and the other one came in, I think I determined it was between 8 and 10 days. And so I'm like, well, still got 8 to 10 weeks before I gotta worry, and we're not there yet. And then I thought, with that one book site saying the publishers and authors were having a hard time with, shipping and making sure everything, they had enough for everybody, for all the places that they're sending the books to be reviewed from. And so I was kind of like, well, maybe that's still the problem, 8 to 10 weeks, they're having issues with shipping. But then that kind of made me start worrying, what happens if the mailman had put it up against up against the pole, and if they were too big to go inside the mailbox. So I'm still hoping and praying that they are on their way, and I'll get those last two books in so I can read them, because I was still waiting. So just got those two books left. So thank you for watching. Bye. I thought I'd do a quick update. Thank you.